within the students. So, in order to strengthen the roots of innovation within their own streams, we like the entrepreneurship cell have been, have hosted this entrepreneurship filled festival of creation for all of us. So, yeah, that was about eNexus, and I will be now telling you all about my own club, that is Ami Digital Club. So, as you all know, I'm the president, and Satyam Patare, he is the secretary of our president of our club. So, the club works hand in hand in increasing digital literacy in the world. The club's motive is spreading awareness about the happenings in the world in the most innovative and creative and a fun way. So yeah, then the students get a whole hand experience by uh, participating in our club. Since it is online, we are not able to do much, but we hope that we take on uh, the world not just through social media, but by actually hosting real events. And Ami Digital Club's Ami Digital Club's main motto is like topical content and trend of the gram. And yeah, we plan to stay ahead of the curve and relatable with. So yeah, that is about my club, about our club, Ami Digital Club. So now I would like Kiran, who is from the ESL. She would be talking about ESL, and yeah, she would. I would love her to take the floor, please.
Good noon, everyone. I am Kiran Chandani from Public Relations Committee ESL AUM. So, about ESL AUM, the entrepreneurship cell was started by students of Amity University, Mumbai, under the guidance of Amity Innovation Incubator, Noida, to foster entrepreneurship among the students on campus. We at the entrepreneurship cell are focusing on encouraging students to start their enterprises, which we believe is instrumental for our country, to develop and aspire to cultivate fundamental skills required for real world business like critical thinking, team building, and group dynamics, networking with partners, and understanding the legalities of starting an entrepreneurial journey. Entrepreneurship Cell also conducts various inter-school workshops, seminars, and events to induce an entrepreneurial ecosystem and helps in providing a platform for individuals with creative minds and potential to become an entrepreneur in all spheres of life. Entrepreneurship Cells Cell is the events are a celebration of creators, risk takers, and innovators. This formal body bridges the gap between local entrepreneurs, talent, and industry networks. Ultimately, accelerating our already thriving startup community, we know that innovation cannot happen without deep collaboration between students and industry connections. Over to Isha.
Thank you so much, Kiran, for your wise words. So now we are going to be starting with our activity and the games that we have planned for you all. So obviously, entrepreneurship is something that you learn on your, something that you gain or something that you get within yourself. It's not something you can just, you know, it has to be natural. You should have a zest for it, liking for it. So for that, you will be for to know if you are up for it, if you to know if you are the one for to be an entrepreneur. You guys will be, learning about that, if you are the one, if you are the chosen one. So yeah, we'll be uh teaching you, or I don't know, like guiding you through the entrepreneurship in a very fun way, because obviously we don't want the event to be boring in any way. So till now it may have been, I'm sorry. So now we will start with the fun part, and Erica from our club, she's going to be hosting the activity, the first activity that we have planned for you all. So yeah, just stay excited and please be interactive. It's very, it's very informative, it's very uh, you know casual, but it's very important also. You'll end up having a lot of fun if you do participate, because we have curated this with a lot of love. And so yeah, Erica, over to you.
Thank you, Isha. So now it's about time to put our minds to a little entrepreneurial activity. Anushka, can you present the screen? So as you can see on the screen, we have some pointers displayed like company name, tagline, market target audience, USP, marketing or media platforms, budget, mission, future company plans. So what we have to do is you have to, this is the perfect time to bring out that business idea you always wanted to present or even aspire to in the future. Based on these very pointers which have been provided, you have to chalk out a business plan. Yes, and be as innovative as possible. Let that business spirit in you shine bright. You will be given 7 minutes to complete this, and then you can come and present your idea. And whoever does the best, you'll get, you'll win. We'll resume in 7 minutes. You guys have 7 minutes, so be as innovative as possible. If anyone is ready with their business plan idea, they can come up and present and talk about what they've planned.
हेलो।
Yes.
हाँ, आई हैव अ डाउट। मेरे को डाउट ये है कि खुद की कंपनी से खुद की कंपनी को कंसिडर करके मतलब बिजनेस प्लान बनाना है या मतलब कोई और कंपनी का
हाँ हाँ,
एग्जांपल
खुद
देना?
की कंपनी ओनली।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू।
Also, if you have any idea that you can also share other than खुद की कंपनी के अलावा।
Other ideas in the sense, whichever points are mentioned here, we can just, elaborate them over the existing company, right?
Yeah, yeah, works.
Yes.
Anything related to these pointers works.
All right.
If anyone is ready to present, they can do that as well. Like you just need to say what all you have planned. There's no formality.
Hi, Harika. Can I say my business plan now?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Okay. So the DIY business plan, I thought the company name I thought is Leo, and the tagline will be Sustainable World, Good World. And the company is about building sustainable cities. So where people live in societies uh, where uh, where people live sustainability will have less carbon footprints. There will be zero waste, no plastic, and the market and the target audience will be mainly, I think, uh, the the target audience will be the rich people who want to live more, who want to live more sustainable, more eco friendly. And so I have not thought of the unique selling point. Then I go to the marketing or media platforms. So to market it, of course, I will tell key if you want to help this world to fight climate change, you should like stay and like should be in these sustainable cities, sustainable communities, sustainable societies. And I will use, of course, online platforms, TV ads, and of course awareness campaigns to spread this to spread this idea. And the budget, uh, I have never I didn't thought about the budget. Like, I can even start if I buy a plot of land and I build a society. I can even start from there, and like after like many years uh, it will grow, of course. And the mission, or like the main mission of this company, will be want to create more sustainable cities and to sustainable cities for the good world, to fight climate change, to live eco-friendly, to have a good air to breathe, to live in nature, to yeah. And the future plans are like these only. So like I want to create these cities all over world. It can be from small societies to big societies. And yeah. So yeah, this is my motive of, and this is will like this is going like this is my company will be going to do to create sustainable cities.
That's
And I
great.
think this like many people will love to buy houses in these societies, because to fight climate change, of course. So there are people, so yeah, there is a market uh, on these type of there are markets of these types of house. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Satyam. Anyone else wants to represent their idea?
Thank you.
Yes, presentation and visual present up.
Yes, I couldn't hear you. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I said visual present this one CP presented up, and I'll just move on.
Okay.
uh, we we are not able to hear you properly.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Okay, so I was saying, Yash will present this PPT up. We have one presentation with us, and I'll go on explaining.
Okay.
Okay, so the company is Levi's, as you can see. It was started by Levi. Levi Strauss. And yes, change the slide. Okay, so the company, as you can see, the company traces its origin to Levi Strauss, a Bavarian immigrant who arrived in San Francisco in 1850 during the gold rush, bringing dry goods for sale to miners. Hearing of the miners' need for durable pants, Strauss hired a tailor to make garments out of a tent canvas. Then his son-in-law, they both collaborated and, started this company. Next slide, Yash. Yes, so when we first hear the company Levi's as, so what are we? We are the first multinational apparel company to launch a comprehensive code of conduct for all contract factories and licenses. The terms of engagement set out ethical standards, legal and environmental requirements, community involvement, and standards to address child and forced labor, disciplinary practices, working hours, wages and benefits, freedom of association, discrimination, health, and safety. So, what's our approach? What's good for people can be good for business. That's our approach. Think about it. Next slide, Yash. We have our mission and vision to sustain responsible commercial success as a global marketing company of branded apparel. Vision we have for the coming future is we are the embodiment of the energy and events of our times, inspiring people with a pioneering spirit. Next slide, Yash. Coming to the strengths analysis of Levi Strauss. So strong portfolio of brands, strong global presence, multiple distribution channels connected with youth. Weaknesses: overdependence on few wholesale customers. Levi Strauss is heavily dependent on its 10 major wholesalers who account for over 31% of its net revenues. Any break in contracts with these can affect the financial conditions of Levi Strauss. Dependence on contract manufacturers. Approximately 97% of Levi Strauss products are from independent product manufacturers. So that's a big weakness of its as a company of its own. Opportunities: growth in the US apparel market. There has been a constant growth in the US apparel market, albeit slowly. This ensures constant growth for Levi Strauss in one of its largest markets, which accounts for about 24% of its global sales. Improving lifestyles. Online retailing: Levi Strauss has 4 brand dedicated websites through which it carries its online retail business and is also present through various other online platforms. We also have threats: competition and increasing labor cost, and so on. So as we go further, yes, next slide. As we go further, we have market segmentation, geographic segmentation. So yes, next slide. What is meant by market segmentation? At its core, market segmentation is the practice of dividing your target market into approachable groups. Market segmentation creates subsets of a market based on demographics, needs, priorities, common interest, and other psychographic or behavioral criteria used to better understand the target audience. Levi's also follows these rules to segment their market. The company makes clothes for men, women, babies, young girls, and boys. Thus, everyone is the potential customer for Levi's. Gender: Levi's has a lot product for men and women, from bottom products to top products. In addition, it provides a lot of accessories to satisfy customer demand. Geographic segmentation. Geographic segmentation calls for dividing the market into different geographic units such as nations, states, and geographic regions. So, altogether, if apparel workers are healthy and take pride in their work, that's good for them, their families, and their community. And chances are they'll do a good job. That was the thinking, I guess, more than 20 years ago, behind our terms of engagement for our supplier factories to protect the people who make our garments. If a factory wants to make a Levi's product, they have to abide by our standards. Now we are building on those standards by piloting a new approach with factories. The idea is to support programs that will improve the lives of workers within and beyond the factory walls. We know that we can't do this alone, so we invite you to join us on this part to further demonstrate that's what's good for people is good for business. Next slide. We have suggestions for the company. Need to hire a more strategic, creative, and cost-effective agency partner. Development of digital brand strategy, implementation of a new way of working with the local markets, and lastly, institution of a more agile mode of operation, which runs by the students of of the organization or institution. Next slide. Here comes up the USP, oldest jeans brand yet modern. So that's it from our side.
Thank you, Kiran. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. I can't hear you.
Yes. Was I audible this long?
Yes, you were.
Oh, okay.
Is anyone there who want to share their ideas? Uh, you can share it right now.
Yes, someone has raised their hand. They can say something if they want.
I pass on the event to Anushka.
Hi, Remjim. Okay, she's gone. If anyone has any idea, you can share it right now. We have to move to the second activity soon.
I can share an idea, but I don't have a PPT.
Okay, you can share directly. Like you can say,
Okay, just verbal
yeah.
words, right?
Uh,
Um,
can
Yeah, okay. So my idea is basically about a mental health platform. Since I'm a psychology student, it's just that my mind runs on mental health only. So first the company name, it's Fidato, Fidato. Fidato because Fidato means someone you can trust. And when it comes to therapy and mental health, someone you can trust is basically very important. And also because Fidato seems like a cool and fun name, so it's easy for branding and scaling. That's for the company name. What is our so basically what the idea is about is that we will have therapy is usually a boring procedure, and we want to make it fun, and hence we are launching a gamified therapy where each individual, so suppose I'm a client and I want therapy, so it won't be just key okay just 1 hour session with the therapist and it's gone. It would be a whole procedure where every time I make a progress in therapy, I'll be rewarded. So it's the same mechanism, in which games work, Subway Surfers, and all your favorite games. So we are incorporating that in therapy. And that itself is a unique selling point because there are many mental health platforms in our country and abroad as well. But then all they focus on is just providing therapy. And psychology and mental health कब से पुराना वही चल के आ रहा है. We have like 10 minutes, 7 minutes, even 5 minutes food delivery platform, but no tech when it comes to mental health. And tech is really important for mental health because okay, we can say that we want to make it affordable and accessible, but जब तक tech नहीं आएगा, जब तक we don't, make people, quantify it. Okay, progress तो हो रहा है therapy में, but how will it help? So we want to gamify it and give people कि okay, you were here first, and then you'll go there. So it would be in the form of app, and we'll use the same reinforcement and coins and reward system that our gaming platforms use, and that is our USP. When it comes to marketing, I would like the marketing to be content marketing and not, influencer or performance marketing as such. Performance marketing can be clubbed with content marketing because we want to give out a lot of information about mental health, like what to do when you have panic attack, what are the signs that you need therapy, so that even people get value from it. Because I feel that the best kind of marketing is what gives deliver value and it does not feel like marketing at all. So content marketing is the key here. I am planning to, invest very little when it comes to budget, very little or no in marketing, and content marketing is relatively, you know, less budget, but it gives a lot of returns. So that's about the budget. Also, budget would boost. Basically, I feel that given our industry standards, 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh would be okay for the initial stage to develop the app because we can always hire front-end developers and app developers. And of course, we would have to pay them appropriately to get a nice app. So that's about the budget, which would mostly go in tech. What other point was that? Scalability. So scalability, I feel that can be done with B2B. First, the model would be B2C, where we would get the customers and the clients from content marketing. But then if we want to scale, we cannot just simply rely on clients and directly talking to consumers. We have to move to B2B. So we'll move to, therapists, nice established therapists who will come to our platform just because they want to improve the efficiency of the therapy. So our whole, marketing to client acquisition cost वो सब deduct हो जाएगा, and we can simply, have psychologists on board from B2B and scale because B2C is very hard to scale and B2B is easier. So that's about the scalability. And yeah, I guess I covered all the points. That's it.
Yeah, it was a really great idea. So now I'd like to call on Anushka for our next event.
Hi everyone, I'm Anushka. So it feels really good that all of you are actually taking part, very engaging, really nice. So without further more ado, I'll just share my screen so that we can go ahead and do another fun activity which we have prepared for you. Okay, so this is a wheel. I'm sorry. This is a wheel, and all these numbers which you are able to see on the wheel represents a question. Now I have the question list with me. Every time I will spin the wheel, and whichever question it stops on, there's a question. Whichever number it stops on, there's a question relating to that. So I will say that. Okay. Anyone can participate. Anyone who is interested can go ahead for answering. So I will just spin it. This is question number 2. In question number 2, we have multiple choice kind of a question. I'll say the question first. Whoever wants to answer can unmute, and I'll give you the options. This Indian city has been listed among the top 20 leading startup cities in the world. If anyone is ready to answer, they can unmute and I'll tell them the options.
Yes.
So the options are A. Mumbai, B. Hyderabad, C. Bangalore, and D. Pune.
Bangalore.
Great. I'll spin it again. Question number 1. Now this is a very it's just a fun activity which we are doing. There are no actual winners in this or anything. So question number 1 is, how can you raise funding for your business venture? Any kind of business company you have started and you need funding for it, you need investors. So how will you do it? You can take the example of any brand, any company which you like. And if you own it, how will you go ahead with it?
I can take the help of venture capitalists and angel investors. And after getting funded, I can use that money in marketing and for establishing the business.
Great, great answer. Anyone else? Anyone can answer. It's just not for one person. Just an interactive
Yes,
session.
yes. We can justify use of proceeds, that is, use of funds, research and development, legal and accounting fees, and what about recruiting costs and salaries? So, establishing a capital efficiency early in the process can help your company develop insightful leadership and ultimately make you more attractive to investors.
Great, amazing. I'm pretty sure if anyone is planning to have a business soon, all these are helping him or her. So going ahead with the next question. Question number 6. It's a multiple choice question again. Indian startups raised a record amount in 2021. How much was it? Anybody who knows it can unmute. I can give them the options, or else I'll just straight away give the options. A, $24.1 billion, B, $40 billion, C, $10 billion, D, $35.7 billion. Which one do you think is the correct answer?
Can you repeat the options once again?
A, $24.1 billion, $40 billion, $10 billion, and D, $35.7 billion.
$10 billion.
10? Okay.
Yes.
No, it's wrong. Anyone else?
$40 billion.
Wrong. Should I say आपका आंसर गलत हुआ? नहीं, what do they say in KBC? There's a line. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, so the correct
37.5.
what?
37.5.
No, it's A, $24.1 billion. Everyone said everything except the right one. Okay. Um, another round. Question number 13. Okay. If given a chance, what help would your company like to provide for the needy communities in the world? Be it a community of people who are malnutritioned, be it people who are dying due to some disease which is spreading there, like a epidemic or something, like anything like that. If you have been in charge, so what kind of step do you want your company to take? Any helping aid you would like to provide to them? What sort would it be?
If I have a company and I want to help a community or a group of people who have been suffering, so I would like uh, I would like talk to the local government and help them with food, water, and set up health camps uh, and to help them. And one of the most important things I will do to educate them, to give education, and yeah,
Great.
that's it.
I think there was a Indian brand recently. They made a kind of a scheme wherein if you purchase one product from their company, they would donate a certain amount to the needy people and to the woman. I think yeah, there was a scheme like that. So something like that also is great. Okay. Anyone else who wants to share?
I think it's also beneficial for the company if you do
Yes, it is.
service and people will get to know that this company is doing good for the people. I think the people will love to buy your products and
Yes.
it will be good. Yeah.
Even KFC did it, if I'm not wrong. All the non-veg chicken lovers will know. There used to be a year that on every order, rupees one would go into the kids who are like malnutritioned or who are going through diseases and things like that. It's a sad world out there.
Yeah,
But
yeah, like even if you book from a bookmash app for a movie, like the 1 rupee will go to I think some NGO.
Yeah, it goes for the poor kids or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
so
because
it's like the product red that of Apple offers. So they have collaborated with the NGO, that is the Red NGO, and they're basically just helping for to people, needy people, to fight COVID and AIDS. So it's a really nice venture, I guess.
yes, something like that. Okay, I should go to the next one.
also I wanted to add one point of the previous question, key if you will like if you can donate some amount to the NGO or some fundraiser, it will also help that. Like in COVID situation, it happened a lot. Like big companies and big CEOs have donated big amounts to different type of NGOs and governments to tackle COVID-19 situation in India and around the world.
Yes, adding it to that question, we can also go for the employees' engagement. For example, if we define roles, define objectives, communicate importance, set up a team. For example, if not just work thingy, we can also develop roles for cultural or some events or some parties so that we attract employees more and more.
Great. There are so many ways in which you can do all this. Okay, so question number 3 is next. Who is your biggest inspiration as an entrepreneur? Anyone can answer. Anyone whom you look up to, anyone who you aspire to be like. Everyone should be unique, but some inspiration.
Like I'm not an entrepreneur, but like I really like Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla. Like how his company SpaceX has like 3 launched failure, but he after that now like so much failure he did uh, have like he did made the rocket, the reusable rocket, and he's also doing the car business. He's into electric cars, and recently he was one of the world's richest person also. So yeah, he's like there is so much to learn from him.
I think he's a complete topic to talk about. There are wrong discussions about him as well. Anyone else who wants to share their inspiration? Or we can also frame the question like, if you become an entrepreneur, whom would you like to be like? If there's any other personalities, character whom you like, and you have become an entrepreneur, so whom would you like to be? Like, it's not needed that they also need to be an entrepreneur. Like, you can be an entrepreneur and be like Deepika Padukone. So an inspiration like that is also welcome.
I would say my idol is Richard Branson,
Okay, great.
as like how he has grown his business from like very small and now like he's owning plus 100 companies.
Yeah, should take inspirations from them. Okay, I think next.
For hello.
Yes. Anyone is saying?
Yes, for me, my idol is Ratan Tata
Great. I was
because
looking for this answer.
yes, because he's contributing to our nation and as well as is helping for the growth and development of our country. That's why I'm doing so much of philanthropy work. That's why.
Mm. Right. He's a great man. I think everyone should aspire to be like him, not just look at profits. So, okay, next. Question number 7. What strategies will you use to market your business? Now, I can give you a hint in here, like a situation kind of. So there are many times when, a very successful business, uh, which seems like a very successful business at first, they start losing out customers and everything. So there are certain ways which they incur to kind of again get back to the same platform, right? To get back into the limelight. So, if you were in a position like that, what will you do? What will you do to bring back your brand into that same platform, into the same level which you were at? You
Analyzing the previous experiences which got me, which got me at that place. So I'll just come back, like make a comeback by the relaunching of products which were, already people already liked them, and into a like new way or new design or new. It depends on the product which I'm, rebringing or whatever. So yes, like with a different creative design or whatever the product is. I hope you got
right.
it.
So you want to like get into a rebranding of your
Exactly,
business.
exactly.
I think Grofers did it recently. They changed to Blinkit. Grofers used to be like very popular, and then Big Basket and everyone took over Instamart, everything. So they recently did a brand name change because of that. So yeah, there are many ways. Anyone else who wants to say something?
Can you repeat the question?
The question is, it's like a situation. For example, you had a brand which was a very popular one, okay? Popular in the sense like of a quite a big level, okay? You have a huge business. And but due to the recent developments and everything, recent competitors, you have started losing out customers and you are not what you used to be. So how will you get back into the field? How will you get back to that level? What all can you think about the options?
So like I would like to take an example. So before 2016, like I think Idea, Vodafone, Airtel like were very famous uh, internet SIM companies. And after when Geo launched in I think 2016 end, like they have given their customers like free data, like limited data till December, I think till January. And because of that, the other companies काफी like it get like they got like काफी कुछ उनको नुकसान हुआ because of that. And then उसके बाद the Geo company were there all over India, like हर गाँव में हर जगह Jio was there, and because of that, Idea company का the market cap fell, and Vodafone का काफी गिर गया था, because like how the Jio company was giving cheap data and calls for free to Indians, and also in Idea and Vodafone were in depth. There was a case in Supreme Court. So because of all of things, like the Idea and Vodafone फिर से like काफी नीचे आ गए थे, and then the Idea and Vodafone like they joined together for to give the internet. So yeah, लोगों like they are changing their strategies time के साथ, like how Jio took over, and धीरे धीरे the Idea and Vodafone like they are also coming up now.
Right. That's a very efficient way to do it. Also, if there is anyone who wants to answer, they are raising their hands. They can directly turn on their mics and say, because I'm presenting the screen, so I'm not able to see who all are doing that. So, and if anyone notices someone is raising their hand, they can say that Anushka, this person wants to answer. So, is there anyone who wants to say? Don't raise your hands, you can directly barge in. Okay, so spin it again. I think we have done question number 3. I really hope you guys are enjoying it. It's not a compulsion. Question number 8. Your favorite Indian unicorn startup and what do you like about it? Anyone can answer. Your favorite one. Pick that up and start talking. Yes, is there anyone who
So I
wants to
wanted to say, uh, I uh, I don't remember his name. He's the CEO of Oyo company, Oyo Rooms, and like he's the world's youngest billionaire. I really like his idea, like how few years back, like he communicated with local hotels and made a chain of hotels around the world, around India, and of course there are Oyo Rooms around the world in Australia, I think, and uh, how his company is going up. And so, yeah, I like his idea. And also, I like Flipkart. Yeah, but it's not now like an Indian company. It is owned by Walmart. But before that, like it was founded in Bangalore by an IITian, Bansal, I think. I don't remember his name. So yeah, so like these two companies are like one of my favorite companies, favorite unicorn companies.
Very nice. Anyone else? There are a lot of unicorn companies. Okay, anyways, we'll go ahead. Question number 5 is a leadership based question. So, if you are a leader, if you are a head, if you are someone of authority and you are seeking to build a team, so what all qualities will you look in for your team members, in your team members, or even if you are recruiting someone for your business, a helping hand, what all other qualities you would look for? Others can also answer. So it's an activity for everyone.
Can you repeat your question once again?
The question is, if you are a leader or if you are someone of authority basically and you are recruiting members or you're recruiting employees, you basically are building a team for yourself. So what all are the qualities you would look for in the members or in your employees?
Okay, okay. So that depends on the like what profession or work you are doing. If I take an example about filmmaking, so if I'm a filmmaker, so I will need a writer, the shooting part, the videographer, photographer, and sound, and so I will need team who are like very good in these things, from writers to videographer to the cinematographer to to uh, to lighting and the quality. So yeah.
Right. Anyone else? That's a very good answer, Satya. Any quality you would search for in a team? I think I would search for one quality in my members, which is being able to convince people. If you can convince people, then you can win the world. You need to know how to negotiate. All these are very important things which you need to have. And of course, trust, loyalty is there.
I think I would
Okay,
like to
so
have like a person should be curious or and like he should be more comfortable with me, more like he have to do more communication with me to do a particular task, and he should be trustworthy, of course, and yeah, he should be good at his work.
right, right. And I also think that when you are a leader, when you are owning something big, you have to be a good manipulator. Not manipulator in a bad sense, sometimes maybe, but a good manipulator. Like you should know how to get work done. All these are qualities which we should look for. I expect everyone to answer, it's just Satyam who's answering. So I'll rotate the wheel 2 more times because I think we are done with most of the questions. Okay. So if you're starting a new business, what would you consider non-negotiable? Something which is really precious. You don't want to negotiate about that. What is it?
So is it supposed to be like a quality or like something that like like some
Anything,
service that
anything. You just don't want that to be at stake. So which one should it be?
Can you repeat the question once more?
So you have just started a business and there are some, I just said that you should be a good negotiator and everything, but there are some parts, some values, things in your business which you should never consider to be negotiated, like never at stake. So what are those
I
things which
think
you?
yeah, I think for me I would never negotiate the entity of the business, the basic foundation of the business, like no matter what the client wants, like
Right.
it should not affect the core of the business or the principles that the business have been established on. So anything should not affect that.
Right, perfect.
Okay, so if I have a company and if like you can imagine, like I imagine, okay, if I have a company, imagine that I have a tea company. So like I really like to sell teas and taste them. So I sell my teas all over India. So I will not. So if a if an investor comes to me and says he want to invest in my company, uh, but he will change some rules and some ideas. So like I will say to no I will say to no because uh, if he invests in me in my company, so like he can make decisions of my company, so that I don't want, because I want to do what I want in this company. Like other people cannot do other people cannot change this company, like how the companies work. So like I will not allow an investor to invest in a company then.
Right.
That depends on the preference. Like if you want to, then you don't want to. It depends.
Okay. Anyone else? Great answer, Satyam. Anyone else who wants to answer? You can go ahead. Okay, I'll just spin it. You have done 3. We just did 5. Okay, so there are actually 2 more questions which are remaining, and I think the wheel is coming back to the same numbers. So I'll just say it. First is a multiple choice question, which is the highest valued Indian startup? Option A, Byju's, 2, Paytm, 3, Nykaa, and 4th, Zomato.
Byju's.
Naika, I think.
No, it's
Zomato.
Byju's.
Okay, Byju's.
Yeah.
Nice,
Shahrukh
nice.
Khan
I
did
think
so many ads of
yeah,
Byju's. What
yeah.
do you expect?
I think it's the biggest
True, true.
education tech
Yeah.
in the world right now.
Yes. They even used to offer tablets and everything after a certain point, like just to do their classes. I did it once and they were behind me for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
taking paid courses and everything.
Yeah, I also have like मैंने भी लिया था एक tab and their courses
Uh,
for 10th.
the very good manipulators. They'll talk to you in such a way that you know it's
Yeah.
the best place you can ever be with your books. So
Yeah, they have recently bought many US companies, US education tech companies
yeah,
also. Uh,
they have
yeah.
grown big.
Also, they have brought for the Akash Institute for $1.5 billion right now. So like, जो भी
Yeah,
Akash
they
जाएगा, they
have
have to do the
very
Byju's also.
mm, right.
Also, they have
Okay.
also acquired the White Hat Junior. Like वो काफी controversial था company.
Yes. Okay. I think we have covered most of it. Yes, there's just one more remaining. Ashneer Grover is the founder of which Indian unicorn? Number 1, Paytm. Number 2, Bharat Pay. 3, Zerodha. 4, Cred.
नाम क्या था?
Ashneer
Bharat Pay.
Grover.
Bharat Pay.
Bharat Pay. Okay.
अश्नीन ग्रोवर क्या?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all for the wheel game. I really hope all of you enjoyed it. Now I would like to hand over the event to Satyam.
Hello everyone, this is Satyam Patare, Secretary of Amity Digital Media Club. So before ending this, I want to ask everyone if they I want to ask everyone if they own a startup or have any ideas uh, about a startup. They can share their journey. They can share about their startup. They can tell about how your startup works, what are your future plans. So if anybody is here, you can you have a platform to share your ideas right now.
Anyone who has a business, anyone who wants to have it soon in the future, you can share your ideas, share your
Guys, Rutuja here from
yes,
ESAL.
yeah.
You guys are in a different meeting. There are many people joining in today's link and they are leaving. So I think you lost a lot of participants because of that. You are in the meeting for 25th. You're in the wrong link.
But we were provided this link.
No, we had given different links for different dates. I think you joined the wrong link and you've lost a lot of participants before that. Participants have been joining in that link since 2. It's okay. Anyways, your event is at an end, right?
Yeah, it's done almost.
Maybe you can give a short brief on the WhatsApp group and people can understand and know what happened here.
Okay, sure. Uh, to whom was the link sent? The correct one?
It was sent on the main eNexus group.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, I send you the link. So should we join that link?
You told me you're done with your event, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you can just give a heads up on WhatsApp in your WhatsApp group and tell your participants that what happened in the event, about what happened in the event.
Okay. In a text format. Okay.
Yeah. So are you done here then?
We will be having one more activity, then we will be concluding the event.
Okay.
so yes, is anyone interested to talk about their business plans or anything which they have in future or which they have now?
हेलो.
Yes.
हाँ, एक्चुअल में हम लोग का एक प्लान था, मतलब हम लोग ने एक इवेंट में पार्ट लिया था जिसका नाम था टॉयकोथॉन करके, इंडियन टॉय स्टार्टअप्स के लिए. सो हमें बेसिकली एक ऐसा कोई यूनिक आइडिया गेम का बनाना था. सो 3 members were there, like me, Kiran, and Ishan Pandita from BTech CSC Sempur. So हम लोग ने पार्टिसिपेट किया, तो हम लोग ने फाइनेंशियल गेम बनाया था जिसमें शेयर मार्केट के ऊपर मतलब नॉलेज मिलेगा खेलने से. तो उसके कुछ रूल्स डिज़ाइन किए थे, देन गेम डिज़ाइन भी रेडी था. तो हम लोग ने उसका स्टार्टअप करने का सोचा था, लेकिन फिर वी ड्रॉप दैट आइडिया, ऐसा ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ स्केलेबिलिटी.
Okay, that's great. Anyone else wants to share anything?
Yash, can you you said this idea, right? Can you say it again once? I didn't heard that.
Okay, the whole idea.
Yeah. Like in a short format, short form.
हाँ, सो बेसिकली हमने एक गेम क्रिएट किया था जिसमें इट्स लाइक अ बिजनेस बोर्ड गेम. सो उसमें यूजुअली हमें क्या करना रहता है कि वी नीड टू थ्रो डाइस एंड देन वी नीड टू मूव. ओके, सो जिस पोजीशन पे हमारा जो भी प्रॉन्स रहता है वो जहाँ पे भी आके रुका, उधर से हमें फिर शेयर्स बाय करने पड़ते हैं. हमारे ऊपर रहता है हमें बाय करना है या नहीं. तो उसके कुछ रूल्स है कि कैसे बाय करने हैं, कैसे सेल करने हैं, अगर लॉस कैसे होगा, ड्रॉप कैसे होगी. तो उस बेसिस पे वो गेम हमने डिज़ाइन किया था. बट उसका जो प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट जो जा रहा था वो मतलब 500 मतलब 200 प्रोडक्शन मतलब एक गेम का जा रहा था। अगर बल्क में हम लोग अगर उसका मास प्रोडक्शन की बात करें तो 200 पर गेम जा रहा था। तो उसको मार्केट हमने डिसाइड किया था कि 500 रुपीज़ ऐसा है।
Okay. So like a game है, then like you're like वो the मुझे थोड़ा समझा नहीं है.
It's basically like a share market.
Okay.
We have to roll a dice wherever we'll point. So we'll have to buy a share from that company wherever
Okay.
we
Okay.
stand with that dice. It's like Monopoly, and
Okay.
by how we can also promote Vedic mathematics by calculating our shares and loss or gain or profit or whatever it is. Then yes, it was based on that, and we designed the logo as a tiger, like share market, not share market. Oh,
Okay.
if you know,
Okay.
SHER, like share market. So, a tiger promotes the, national animal and Vedic mathematics and all. So, like that.
Okay. But I have a doubt. Hello. Okay, so like why a person like will buy the share like जो भी आ रहा है in the game, like वो he can directly like buy from like बाहर से ना, so like that will be easy for him, और like उसमें option भी रहेंगे, like he can choose what he want to buy.
सी अगर एक सेकेंड होल्ड ऑन।
Yeah.
हेलो।
Yeah.
हाँ मैं गेम डिज़ाइन दिखा था, एक सेकेंड होल्ड ऑन।
Okay.
तो हेलो।
Yeah.
हाँ, कैन यू सी द स्क्रीन?
Yeah. Yeah.
हाँ, सो ये बेसिकली ये गेम का डिज़ाइन है। सो इसमें बेसिकली हमने 30 कंपनी रखे जो रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं BSE सेंसेक्स को। ओके। एंड इसमें कैसा है कि अगर स्टार्ट से अगर कोई स्टार्ट अगर मैंने मान लो कि डाइस पे 6 आया, तो 6 पे जाने के बाद वो 1 2 3 मान लो फॉर एग्जांपल टाटा पे गया। सो उसके पास राइट रहेगा कि वो मतलब पहले 4 शेयर्स ही बाय करेगा वो, ऐसा है। और हमने मतलब हर एक कंपनी के कांस्टेंट 7 शेयर्स रखे। इसका मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, मिनिमम कुछ 7 ये होने चाहिए इसे। और मेरे को उसका सिग्निफिकेंस याद नहीं है, लेकिन 7 का कुछ सिग्निफिकेंस था। तो 7 शेयर्स है। तो जैसे ही अगर वो टाटा पे आया तो उसको मतलब शेयर्स खरीदने पड़ेंगे, 4 शेयर्स। ओके। उसके बाद अगर फिर से अगर कोई उस टाटा के ऊपर आया तो उसके उस कोई और इंसान टाटा के ऊपर आया तो उसके उस बेसिस पे हम लोग ने उसके लॉस एंड प्रॉफिट्स रखे। वो डाइस के ऊपर बेस रहेगा पूरा, फिर ऐसा है।
Okay. Okay. So it's not an online game ना, मतलब
हाँ नहीं,
ऑनलाइन
ऑनलाइन
गेम है.
अभी तक तो नहीं, फिलहाल ये बोर्ड गेम है।
Okay. Okay, nice. आई थॉट कि जो शेयर्स होंगे वो रियल होंगे.
नहीं.
ओके. सो इफ किसी और किसी के पास है कुछ आइडियाज या यू वांट टू शेयर कुछ एक्सपीरियंस यू हैड, अनुष्का?
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Anushka, and I actually own a small business on Instagram. It's called as Anesidora Accessories. So it's just been 1 month of the brand. It's an accessories brand, and I make like handmade resin jewelries till now. I will extend the thing later, like and add in a lot more. So I started it 1 month ago with very minimal funding, but I mean, I'm still working on things and everything is going great. But I'll say, like, because there's college, everything which is going on, it's not very easy to continue, working on it. And when you're having a business, it's not like a 9 to 5 job. You work 24 by 7 for it. So I'm doing that. Um, yeah, and I would say like in our club itself, there is another girl. She also owns her own business, small business. Even if it's small scale, it's really inspiring for many people. Many people, they congratulate me, and I believe that, like, I mean, even if some people even say that you don't know anything about business, you're an art student, this, that. I am like an English honor student. I would say like we all learn from experiences. And yeah, this is also an experience for me. I'm learning many things about business, how to do it. And I believe step by step we can achieve it all. So yeah, and we have like, of course, I have some non-negotiable parts in here as well. I have a small team. The designer, my mom is my CFO right now. So yeah, things go about like that. So small starts. Yeah, that's my business idea, business thing which I'm working on right now.
ओके, वाओ वाओ, गुड टू हियर दैट. होप एक काफ़ी बिजनेस हो तुम्हारा. सो ending this note, I would like to conclude this meeting. I'm very grateful that you all came here from your busy schedule, and I would like to thank everyone who joined this meet, and especially our president Isha Kohli, and our event teams head Anushka, and her team members Sanika, Erika, and and also the ECell for collaborating with Amity Digital Media Club. So thank you so much, uh, and have a nice day. Thank you.